Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today Barcelona beats Leganes 5-0. So Barcelona came into this game with a lot of energy. We immediately started to see what type of game Barcelona was going to bring in this match. Honestly, seeing this 5-0 win, this was a team win. It was not a Messi win or a Griezmann win. It was a team win. Everyone did well. Everyone stood out today. Everyone played well. So I'm very happy for my team. It seemed like the players are starting to get a grasp of what Quique Setien is trying to inject into FC Barcelona. And so this is what the lineup looked like. We played in a 4-3-3 formation. I know it looked a little bit weird sometimes because sometimes we were in a 3-5-2 formation, but this was our main formation. This is how we attacked, and the team responded very well under this 4-3-3 formation. And I believe that is probably one of the reasons why we played so well while we were attacking. It was because of that 4-3-3 formation. I also want to read a sentence that Quique Setien said after the match, and he said this: "We changed our formation to a 4-3-3 because we understood that we would do better in attack and defense because of the way Leganes played. I think we have done a lot of things well, but I'm not completely satisfied." And that is why I love Quique Setien so much. We probably played one of the best games today under Quique Setien, yet he still has the means to say that he is not completely satisfied, and that is a sign of a great coach. He knows that there is still holes in this team that he needs to cover. He wants to get it right, and Quique Setien is here to not play around. There is a difference in tone in FC Barcelona. Like, for example, before when we had Valverde, he would let it slide. He'll be like, yes, we got this 5-0 win, and then they're gonna go into training all happy and all jolly and stuff, and then they are going to like pass the ball and stuff like that, and you lose the intensity. But with Quique Setien, they will still need to work a lot in the training ground, and that's amazing. I like to see that. I like to see that they are never going to be satisfied no matter how big of a margin it is, because I know Quique Setien is going to go into that training ground and say, hey, look, I know you scored that goal, but if you went a little bit to the left, maybe you could have positioned yourself well. You know what I mean, right? He wants to do those little tweaks. So I know that this game was a overall team display, but I still want to point out two players that really stood out to me, and the first one is going to be Lionel Messi. And we all know this, right? Messi came out with 2 goals and 1 assist. And look, this is not one of his best games. He did look a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow. He looked a little unmotivated, but even at his lowest point, he was still able to pull out this type of performance. And that's fine, right? Because he is 33 years old. Maybe he is getting a little bit slower, a little bit more tired earlier in the game, so that's fine. But the main reason why he did stood out in this game was because he played on that right side. And every time he cuts in, we know how dangerous Messi could be on that right side. Barcelona as a whole just looks ready to receive a through ball or key pass from Messi. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Every time Messi cuts in with his left, you can see that every player is positioned well in order to receive a ball from Lionel Messi. And we can see his heat map here that he was on that right side and he was very effective. And just to give you guys an example of what that looked like, you can see here Messi had the ball on the right side, and then look at how many options Messi had. This was actually the play that led to the first goal, and he chose to do option 1, which was pass it to Nelson Semedo. And again, we have seen Messi in this position multiple times throughout like the past 10 years, but really look at how many options the players gave Messi to look for that decisive pass. This is what I want to see. This is when Barcelona can be super effective. Most importantly, this is when you can get Messi super effective. And this is what happened in this game. When Messi gets the ball, the players must look for spaces. Give Messi options. Trust Messi. He will find you. He has done this multiple times. And if they continue to do this, Barcelona will be successful within the coming months. And they will be able to convert more goals, which is very important, right? We all know that we need to be converting more goals. And so if they continue to do this, give Messi options, we will be successful. And we will see the best version of FC Barcelona under Quique Setien. And the other player that I want to talk about is Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann was able to find the net today in this 5-0 win. win. And this is not just about the goal. Griezmann looked much more effective than ever, and that is because he played in that center role. He played in the position when we were like, why isn't he playing in that position? That's his main position. And today we did see that, and we saw that in full effect. And if we look at the heat map here, I laid it out very well. We can see that when Griezmann was playing under Valverde, he was all over the place. He did not just have one position. And then under Quique Setien, we can see that he was much more effective in the final third. And not just that, it seems like he finally found his area. He looks more detained in one area, because again, with Valverde, he's running all over the pitch. He looked lost. He did not know where to go. And so seeing this under Quique Setien versus Leganes, this is great because it's only going to get better from here. And I also put Messi's heat map and Griezmann's heat map right next to each other because I really want you guys to notice something here. Some might say that they were getting in each other's way, but you have to remember, he was taking that center role. So when you are taking that center role in Barcelona, you must have the ability to work and bond well with who you have on your left side, Ansu Fati, and who you have on your right side, Lionel Messi. And this heat map is telling us that Griezmann and Messi both benefited from each other. And we even saw in the game, we saw that Messi and Griezmann looked much more effective when they were combining, and they actually looked more dangerous when we were attacking. So this is great. And I hope that Quique Setien does take note of this, because Griezmann is at his best when he's in that center role. And I just want to point out one more thing, because again, like I said before, this is not just about him scoring that goal or combining well with Messi, but he also knew how to get the Leganes backline out of position and create space for himself. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look at this play right here on the 25th minute. Griezmann saw that he was able to be available for Jordi Alba. So Jordi Alba passed it to Griezmann because Griezmann checked in. Once Griezmann passed it back to Jordi Alba, what Griezmann did was so smart. Griezmann went up to receive the ball only to take that defender, that center back, out of position. And then you can see the space that he created for himself. Once he saw that space that he created for himself and he passed it back to Jordi Alba saw that space and he's like, oh, I see what you're trying to do, Griezmann. And so Jordi Alba passed that ball into that space that Griezmann created, and then he received the ball, and that is how he was able to create his own opportunity. That is the best version of Griezmann. He knows how to take center backs out of position and create opportunities for himself. We saw him do that a lot when he was playing for Atletico Madrid, because he just has the experience on playing that striker role. So this right here, this play is giving us answers. And I give props to Griezmann because I hope that this does send a message to the board to say, hey, look, we don't need to find a backup striker. With Griezmann, they are okay. He is the man. He is the guy to take the mantle away from Luis Suarez and be much more effective up front. So props to Griezmann. And this was a team match performance, so I want to give props to Vidal, Arthur, and especially Ansu Fati, because Ansu Fati did have one of his best performances under Quique Setien. So props to him also. We did have a total of 73% possession in this match, and there were concerns about maintaining possession, right? Having all this possession, but we couldn't convert our chances. And in this match, we did convert our chances into goals, and so that's a great plus for us. We are improving, we are getting better. And one of the main reasons for that is because we had certain players in the right position. We had Ansu Fati on the left where he can be the most effective, and we had Messi on the right where he can be most effective, and we had Griezmann in the center where he can be at his best. I want to praise Quique Setien for making two great substitutions. Both Rakitic and Arthur, they came off the bench, and Arthur scored a goal and Rakitic provided an assist. Quique Setien did a great job today on rotating and bringing those players in from the bench to be effective on the pitch. And so the reporters asked Quique Setien if there's going to be any signings, and this is what he said: I'm calm, it will get risky with injuries, but I trust the players I have. Also, in a few weeks, we will get Dembele back. And that is what I'm talking about. If you guys have been following me over the past 5 to 6 videos, you guys know that I have always said that I am a big believer in our own players. I know that our strikers, our attacking options can do the job. And so I hope that we do not sign no striker. We don't need no one. I know that Dembele is good enough. I know that Messi and Griezmann and Ansu Fati is good enough. So those are great words from Quique Setien, and I hope that those words from Quique Setien are shots to the board and letting the board know that the board shouldn't be trying so hard to repeat another Boateng. So we do have two things to look forward to on Friday, which is tomorrow. We do have the draw. We did advance because of this game. So we are either going to play Real Madrid, Espanyol, Valencia, any of those teams, right? I low-key hope that we do give Valencia Valencia. I want to give Valencia because I want to get them back. I want to knock them out. That's just me. That's just who I want. So I like those type of games. I love getting revenge. I love being seen as the underdogs. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. It only excites me even more. So yeah, we have that on Friday, and then on Sunday will be our next match, and we will play against Levante on Sunday, February the 2nd. So that's it for today's video. It was a great match, a great team performance. I'm happy. Let's continue to get motivated. Let's bring this momentum and take it to the next match and continue to improve from here. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to say this again because I do mean this. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for showing me love on all my social media platforms. Feel free to like DM me. We could talk about sports and stuff and have fun and talk about Messi, football, Suarez, Neymar, and whatever. So yeah, there will be a video tomorrow discussing on who we draw in tomorrow's draw for the Copa del Rey. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you guys next time.